Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is Michelle and I'm a cash-based budgeter here in Western Australia, and this is me documenting my journey to get myself and my family out of the rat race of living paycheck to paycheck. In my family, we have my husband, we have our 2-year-old son whose birthday is actually this month, so he will be 2. And for the timing, I have my mom also living with us. She's come from overseas and I'm loving every minute of it. Coming home where your meals are done for you in itself is a holiday. I have no other way to explain it, but it's amazing. I absolutely love it. So I thought, how about do an old-fashioned budgeting video where I actually just work out the numbers. Haven't done one of these in a minute or two. So I thought, let me just go through my thought process with the rest of you guys. I have done this a little earlier, but I haven't come on camera to show how I have put it on paper for myself. So basically what I've done is that how my brain works, I could have put all my reoccurring bills on a calendar like this, but it actually gets really messy. And I also like to work out how much I will be needing at the end of each week in my bills account as a minimum, so that I'm covering the bills that are coming out in each week depending. So what I did differently this time around is that I went through my bills and I put in every bill that will be coming out as per the week. Hope that's making sense. So like daycare is standard, every Monday the daycare fees go out, so I'm putting that in each week. So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. Life insurance, health insurance, home and car insurance, whichever week those are due in, I've put them in its relevant week. Netflix, cricket, design, gym membership. So if gym is fortnightly, so that's there in week 2 and then again in week 4. And then I worked out the total for each week, what I would need as a minimum. And then I came up with the total of what is needed if I was getting paid for the whole month. And what I've done is I've rounded it up to, so at the moment the total is coming to $3,378 that I need to cover all my reoccurring bills. My biggest expense is the daycare fees. It comes out every week and that is my biggest expense. However, I don't regret that decision because my child is very happy at this particular daycare. I only get glowing reports. He is super happy. So it kind of makes up for it. All right. So then what I've done is that I want to use my paycheck at the moment to cover the bills for the entire month. I get paid fortnightly. So I'll be getting paid this week and then the fortnight after. So in the 2 paychecks that I will be getting, I will be covering the bills for the entire month. So what I did was I took $3,400 divided by 2, and for each paycheck I need to put in $1,700 into the bills account to cover all the reoccurring bills. I also then just had a quick, so this calendar here is for all the ad hoc bills or ad hoc expenses that I believe will be coming up. So I had my hair appointment, there's another remedial massage due, hubby flies out to Melbourne for the weekend, Mr. T has his grooming session, and then my son's birthday party. So those are the extra expenses that we have, at least planned expenses, which we'll be using sinking funds to cover. I hope I'm making some sort of sense. At least this is how I'm working it out. There are some amazing YouTubers out there. Taylor Louise Budgets, she does an amazing budget with videos. Renee from Just Roller from Glitter, she does her budgeting as well. And so it's actually really good. It's good to have an array of budgeters that you see and see how they work out their finances, because There is no right way to do this. You just have to find what works for you and what you are comfortable doing. This is what works for me at the moment, and this is what I'm comfortable doing. As much as I like my Excel spreadsheets, I also like putting pen to paper. It's almost satisfying. That's basically it. So for the month of October, I am going into October with a credit card bill of $269, which I have full intentions of paying off this month. So when I go into November, I am credit card free. No debt on that credit card unless an emergency or something comes up. I have a water bill that has come up. So that is water bill and rates. So that's $215, which is due. And I have, as soon as my pay came in, I paid that off. So that's done. So what I've done here is I kind of like to have a month idea, because I know every week, every fortnight, my paycheck changes depending on, but my paycheck budget changes depending on the needs and the expenses that come up for that week. So if I have an ad hoc bill or some ad hoc expenses came up that I hadn't accounted for, then, you know, obviously my paycheck budget changes for that. But what I like to do is have a general idea of how the income is getting divvied up throughout the month. So I have my total income here at the moment. I haven't put any band income because even though my hubby has a couple of gigs this month, he technically won't get paid for it this month. At least that's how I'm assuming at the moment, because they're later in the month. Then later in October, I think they're towards like the last weekend of October. So if that being the case, he's not going to get paid in October. He'll probably get that paid in November. So I might include it in November's income. As you know, I don't declare my income and mortgage on this channel. It's just something that I haven't quite got around to being very open and honest about it. But what I will tell you that my income is at the moment on the higher rate, because I am in the acting manager position for now till the company makes a decision as to which direction it wants to go in. So for now, I'm just acting in the role. So I am getting paid a higher duties rate. So hence it's a little higher. So I want to try and maximize that into savings if I can. And then my reoccurring bills, as you know, I already have plans for that, and I'm putting in $1,700 for this paycheck. The water bill is there, the credit card that I plan, and the variable spending, which is my cash envelopes. That total, that's come to $1,500 for the month. That's including groceries, fuel, takeouts, pocket money, and the Melbourne trip. And then into savings and sinking funds. If I'm able to stick to this, I should have $2,835 put towards sinking funds and savings. Mind you, I do intend to use my sinking funds to pay for some of my expenses here. So at the end of the month, that may not be a true reflection, but I intend to put that money to start off with into sinking funds. I hope that kind of gave an idea as to what I'm doing for my monthly budget. So I thought, you know, why not just get on here and do my paycheck budget. This is the first paycheck for the month of October. So that I've already taken out what the mortgage would be. I've taken out any extra monies that I put towards super and everything. That's all taken out already. This is what I have left for this fortnight, which, you know what, I am not mad at that because that's amazing. That's using some of the high duties rate. So that is not a permanent rate for me, but I might as well use it while I can, isn't it? All right, so the bills account is getting $1,700 off the bat. Fuel is putting $100, and that covers both hubby and my fuel. And then I have that water bill, which is $215. So this would leave me with, so the total for this comes to $2,015, and I'm left with $910. No other expenses. Then for groceries, I am putting in 200. The reason why my fuel goes up into the fixed expenses is purely because I pay using my card, because I pay at Costco and you can only use your a card over there, no cash. All right, so groceries getting 200, takeout and coffee is getting 50, spending is getting 50, splash cash is getting 50 for me and 50 for hubby. So total is $400, leaving $510 there. All right, so this time I'm not putting anything into debt repayment, and I do know, okay, so I have $510 left. Okay, so first up the bat, my 5K saving, that is getting 365, no questions. That's what that has to get. And then the other area I want to put money in is K savings, so I'm putting in $5 there. That also is just standard for me now. I am actually going to put in $50 towards my son's birthday party. That's a sinking fund that I really am boosting up, and I don't intend to spend all the money in there, but it's good to have, because if something comes up, a bill comes up, I've got it covered. Birthday cake, the party hire, like it all adds up, so I just want to have that buffer money in there. So that's 50 in there. So I'm going to, in the bills buffer, I'm going to put 40. So, and then micro investing. So I'll put $30 in there. So this comes up to $50, and that's the $50 there. I know that made no sense to you, right? Sorry, my bad. Because if you add 40 plus 5 plus 385 plus 30, the total is 460. Sorry, I'll write it there for now. And 460 minus 510 is $50. That's the $50 I'm putting into my son's birthday envelope, and that's why I've got a 0 there. So this time round, I'm not putting much into savings and into sinking funds, because I've concentrated on the bills. At least that's how I have envisioned it. So the next paycheck I would do, which is my husband's pay coming next week, I plan to put nothing into the bills account, nothing into mortgage. It will just be for variable expenses and savings and sinking funds. At least that's how I have planned it for now, because I have divided the reoccurring bills into the 2 paychecks I will be getting this month. So my paycheck is literally covering mortgage and the reoccurring bills. So that's it. That's my paycheck budget for the month. What I'm going, paycheck budget for this pay. My next video obviously will be the cash stuffing video for a few of the envelopes that I have here. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. I really do enjoy making this sort of video. It's important for me to do these videos so that at least you have an idea as to how I envision or how I do my budgeting, and it makes sense when I'm doing my cash stuffing videos. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoy doing them. So till the next time, please make sure that you are kind to yourself. It's very important to look after yourself. Self-care is important. Don't have burnouts, because I went through one recently, and I understand that it is a real thing, and you have to be kind to yourself. So be kind to yourself, kind to everyone else. Until the next time, do look after yourselves, everyone. Bye.